He was awarded the Progressive Principal of the Year by International Education Symposium. He is working as the acting president of UAE chapter of SCED as well as JTEdu Foundation, and has been the mentor for Igniting the Young Minds Foundation of Space Scientists from NASA and IITs. And he received the Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam International Educators Award 20. And I'm very proud to uh, share my experience with the Dr. Mahajan. He is the Vice President of Center for Education Initiative and Research, the Global Trust. I'm also the Zonal Director, and much more to talk about Dr. Mahajan. I'm sure his expertise will be utilized by our team, and I'm proud to introduce the panel members of this program. Panel members kindly be present. Father Thomas Chalakal, Principal of Sacred Heart CMA School, Perindalmanna. Mr. Abdul Samad, Principal Al-Amin English School, Mangada. Dr. Divya NP, Principal Art and English School, Vandoor. Ms. Amina Jahan, Principal Noble Public School, Mancheri. Mr. Jobin Sebastian, Principal Dr. N.K. Muhammad Memorial English School, Palancheri. So, participants, with all respect, let us welcome our beloved resource person, Dr. Pramod Mahajan. In between, if you have any queries, you may kindly utilize your chat box. The queries posted through the registration was already forwarded to the resource persons, and he will deal, and accordingly we can have the interactions. If further queries are there, you can post in the chat box. We'll go ahead. Over to Mahajan sir. Hearty welcome to Malappuram Center Superior Platform. Sir, please.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Jamon, and honorable all the office bearers of Malappuram Central Savodaya, CBSE Savodaya. It's my proud privilege to be with you all. And today's topic is very, very interesting. Rationalized curriculum and a role of a principal as a pedagogical leader. I wanted to take this session as per the global trends. See, the rationalized curriculum, about that, CBSE has sent some circulars. I have already put those circulars in the chat box. Circular number 51, 53, 55, 57. And recently one PPT has been released regarding the assessment of the skilled subjects. So we will not be discussing those points in depth because that is already there in the circular and it is very, very self-explanatory. Term 1, term 2, all those things. Today I wanted to discuss with you all the concept of rationalized curriculum and the role of a pedagogical aspect of principal in a different perspective. Whatever happening at the global level related to the same, what are the global trends, we must understand all those concepts, and after that, after going through the circulars, we can customize it as per our need and requirement and go ahead. So that is my prima facie input on the today's topic. Whatever research has happened beyond in the foreign countries, in some particular universities, and related trends about rationalization of curriculum. Actually, CBSE is speaking those points only from there. Based on that, we will be discussing and then we'll carry on the question answer session. My presentation consists of some questions which I would like to get the answers from you people via Mentimeter. So keep your mobile phone ready with menti.com. Even I will put the link in the chat box also, so you can reply on that. Basically, based on that, I will understand that what is your inputs and in what way we should go ahead. So let us start today's session. Let me share my screen and then we will discuss all those points at depth. Is my screen visible, sir?
Visible, sir. It is visible.
Yes.
Thank Prayer we have already done, so I am exiting this. Plan of action for today's session. First part, we will discuss something via Mentimeter. Edu leaders, please keep your mobile phone ready with menti.com. Some videos will be there, PPT with explanation, and then the summing up with question answer session. And the moderators are there, panel members are there. They can ask the questions. The questions which was forwarded to me, it was quite explanatory via circular. So I have put those circulars on the chat box because that is a repetition only. So let us start with the concept of Mentimeter. Rationalization of curriculum means what according to you? I will be sharing the link as well as on the screen the Mentimeter code will be there. So with that code you can put in the menti.com and you can answer that question. So what will happen, I will understand at what level I have to go. So here is the question. Rationalization of curriculum means what? The code is there and I am sharing the link to everyone. You can answer via link also, or you can put in your menti.com. Open the mobile, go to the Chrome or whatever you are using, type menti.com, then it will open. After that you can put this code and then answer this question. You can give 2 to 3 options, you are free, and submit it. So rationalization of curriculum means reducing of curriculum, crisping of curriculum, integrating of core concept of core subjects, inclusion of all subjects, teaching only main subjects. Wow, very good. Keep on answering the questions. Everyone can give the answer 2, 3 options we can keep as per your thought process. Nice. Integrating the core concept of core subject is leading. Dear educators, please keep on answering. And what I mean to say, our teachers and ourselves should be trained for this concept, because whenever we are starting our class, we should start with that to understand the prerequisites of the learners. Come on. Everyone can give 3 options. Teaching only main subjects 8%, 46% integrating of core concept of core subjects, crisping of curriculum, reduction of curriculum. Come on, please carry on. There will be 3 to 4 questions. So first question is this: and then I will give the right answer according to the CBSE. So don't feel offended if your answer is wrong, because we are not putting anybody's name. 49%. Integrating core concepts of core subjects, because there is a myth and there is a lot of misunderstanding about rationalization of curriculum. Please keep on answering, please. Very few people have answered. Last 20 seconds, and then I will put the correct answer as per the CBSE, what they feel or what is their expectation. Meanwhile, everyone can answer two to three times, maximum 3 times. I want your active participation. Attending the session without active participation will not ensure the maximum learning outcomes. Last 10 seconds, 5 seconds. Yes, Jaimon sir, shall I put the correct answer? You keep yourself unmuted, sir.
Yes, maximum members participated, so you may please post your correct answer.
The correct answer is crisping of curriculum. Correct answer is crisping of curriculum. So you can see the percentage. This many percent people only understand what is the rationalization of curriculum. So today's session is very much required, it shows. Let us go to the next question. Next question is, pedagogical leadership deals with what? Pedagogical leadership deals with what? Here you have to type your answers. Whatever you feel that what is pedagogical leadership according to you. I will share the link also, as well as the code will be presented. So here is the code. Yeah, go by the code only, because the link is not getting. Okay, link is not getting pasted for this question. I don't know why. Yes, link is also pasted. You have to write whatever be the words comes to your mind. What is the pedagogical leadership means? Just type and submit. The code is 80826222. The question will be on your, supporting teachers, leadership. Very good. Guide.
All members kindly participate.
Please participate. I want active participation.
We are learning ourselves, so you may participate.
Supporting teachers, guide, leadership. Yes. Come on, very good, very good. The things are coming up nicely. Scaffolding, academic matters, felicitating, guiding. Wow. Yes. Guide,
Designer. Isn't it?
designer, supporting parents, nurturing learning skills. Very nice answer. Designer for teacher. Wow. Great. Mentor, designer of leader, teaching lead. Very good. Quite closer to the research done in the University of Harvard. Holding everyone together. Curriculum designer. Pedagogical leader is curriculum designer. Very good.
Yes.
Academic leaders. Team lead. Nice answer. Holding everyone together. Yes. So these are the answers. Last 30 seconds. Please keep on posting your answers. So everyone is, will be on the same page. What was our thought process? What we were knowing about the rationalization of the curriculum, and after the presentation, what our thought process is changed, up to what extent, and how much fruitful it is. Nice, nice. Nurturing the skills. Nurturing the learning skills. Last 5 seconds. So it's a brainstorming for everyone that we all are not on the same page. In spite of that, we all are the pedagogical leaders, but our thought process about the pedagogical leader is entirely different, isn't it? So it indicates that what Ballapuram Central Savodaya is doing is correct. It is requirement of, it is today's need. Yes, very good. Now we'll go to the next and the last question. Principal as pedagogical leader can only rationalize the curriculum. Only the principal can rationalize the curriculum. Let me share the link and present this to all of you to understand your inputs on this. The code is 2519 5@68, and I will paste the link also. Link is also pasted. There are 4 answers. Yes, principal as pedagogical leader can only responsible for rationalizing the curriculum. Yes, but principal as a head of the institution is responsible. Yes, but principal as an instructional leader is responsible. Yes, but principal as a team leader is responsible. Yes, but if principal is giving full freedom to the teachers. Keep on answering the question, please. Good. Principal as a head of the institution. Principal as a pedagogical leader. Principal as an instructional leader. Principal as a team leader. Come on, keep on answering. These three questions will decide in what way we have to take the presentation further. This research has been done in University of Cambridge. And finally, I will give the right answer. Again, don't feel offended. We are not putting anybody's name. It is not known to anyone. You know your answer. Keep on putting that thing. And the average score, that line average is 4.1. Principal as the instructional leader is leading by 5.7. Second is principal as a team leader. And really third is a tie, principal as a pedagogical leader. And principal is giving full freedom to the teachers. You people don't want to give the freedom to the teachers. Last 30 seconds. Come on, this time less number of edu readers are answering. I can understand there will be a hesitation. The size of the data decides the learning outcomes. As a pedagogical leaders, we have to be data-driven people. Yes. Last 5 seconds. And the correct answer, according to the research done in the University of Cambridge Department of Education, is the rationalization of the curriculum can be done by a person known as principal when he is acting as a team leader. So that is the correct answer. And I'm very happy that there is a tie between two. And the misconception is being an instructional leader, you can rationalize the curriculum. Being a team leader only, you can rationalize the curriculum. So now we understood where we are and what are our inputs. Now let us go to our main presentation, in which we will be talking about various aspects of the rationalizing the curriculum and role of a principal as a pedagogical leader. Mentimeter we have done. Curriculum rational. Scotland University. The established fact which is being globally accepted, that rationalization of the curriculum requires all these components. These are the components required for rationalization of the curriculum. Please mute yourself. What is that? Self-evaluation. Where are we now? What are the main drivers of our curriculum? What way we will be the unique? What way we will be the unique means where we want to go, what we want to achieve. Self-evaluation, it is ongoing review or only time being, and understanding the big picture. What does Scotland University says? That curriculum rationalization we have to understand in a big picture format. What is that big picture format? First, we have to do the self evaluation where we are. And the self evaluation is varying from school to school, from board to board, from person to person, from leadership style to leadership style. Then we have to think about what are the main drivers in our curriculum. So CBSE circular number 51 and 55 clearly indicated that drivers. Then next is in what way we will be the unique, means where we have to reach. What makes us unique? The data of the students, data of the learning outcomes, data of the middle leadership, data of the senior leadership, data of observation of their thought process and where they are. What is the requirement of the employer in the business or in the market? Community supports, up to what extent community will be supporting. Again, CFE data that is related to the examination. So last 5 years examination data. A range of experiences, what the students feel, what the parents feel, what the middle leadership feels, what the teachers feels, and what is the learning. All those things will decide the rational or rationalization of the curriculum. So this is that broad picture. These are the various steps to go ahead to rationalizing the curriculum. Principle as pedagogical leadership. Principal pedagogical leadership. You make a difference. What sort of difference a pedagogical leader can make? University of Toronto. Principal leadership has significant effects on students' learning, second only to the effect of the quality of curriculum and teachers' instruction. So the pedagogical leader is not only the instructional leader, but pedagogical leader is responsible for the learning outcomes of the student, as well as the instructions given to the teacher, as well as the quality of the curriculum. So how good your rationalized curriculum is, it depends on your leadership. How that collaborative professionalism is possible? By co-learning. Now co-learning is what? For rationalizing the curriculum, all the staff members, including the principal, vice principal, HODs, supervisors, HMs, subject teachers, should be the co-learners. Co-learning means what? They will share their experiences, whatever they wanted, the way they should rationalizing the curriculum. One thing is very clear, rationalizing of curriculum is not reducing of curriculum. It is crisping of the core content. Innovation, how to crisp the core content. Look inward and outward. Know the impact by your data analysis of your results. Then team orientation and autonomy. In the process of rationalization of the curriculum, full autonomy should be given to the teachers. Professional learning cycle. For the rationalization of the curriculum, PLC is must. What is that PLC? List what we consider to be the most important characteristics of our successful PLC. Share this with the partner, again, co-learning. In a small group, identify how you would introduce a PLC in your school. Give the rationale. Now we have to decide what portion has to be completed, what portion has to be waived off, what portion has to be crisp. Actually, it all depends on your last year's experiences. Suppose you are rationalizing the curriculum of 10th standard, you have to see what portion you have completed in the 9th standard and then touch to the 10th standard topics. Because if you have to crisp the 10th standard topics, you have to ensure that what portion is being completed already in 9th standard. So that will be at the less priority and other things will be at the higher priority. CBSE also says that thing, the rationalization will vary from school to school, subject to subject. They can provide only the guideline, but they cannot say that thing, remove this chapter and that chapter. So the circulars are very clear. Set the norms of collaboration, how you are collaborating. Explain your role as a co-learner. Focus on students' achievement and real challenges. Set modest goal and access experts. Now in that leadership, the ultimate outcome is a student. By rationalizing of a curriculum, if your students are becoming the master of mugging up the concept, then you have failed somewhere. The rationalization of curriculum should be in such a manner that the student should become independent learner. The student should become one who can take the risk. The student should be one who can solve the problem. The rationalization of curriculum makes the students problem solver. What does it mean? It means that you have to crisp the curriculum in such a manner that every core content is inclusive of intra-subject, inter-subject, and creating the linkage between one subject to the another subject. What I mean to say, mathematics is linked with the science, science is linked with the social science is linked with the languages, languages are linked with the physics, physics is linked with the chemistry, and chemistry is linked with the bio. Such type of linking and inclusion if happens, then the students will be the problem solver, innovator, and creative one. So how should be the final outcome is? Let us understand with this small video. This video is very close to my heart. I wanted to impose that thing, there is a problem. What is the problem is? Heavy rain, a tree is broken, road is blocked, traffic is jammed, police is there, students are there, kids are there, youngsters are there, senior citizens are there, and politicians are also there. Who will solve the problem and how will solve the problem? It depends on in what way you have rationalized your curriculum within your classroom teaching. So see this small movie, small video of 2-3 minutes, and then we'll discuss further. The tree is broken, road is blocked, traffic is jammed, police is trying, some are arguing, some kids are playing,
सर आपके लिए उस पार कार का इंतजाम किया है
or the politician special arrangement has been made. Senior citizens are disturbed. This is that child who is a problem solver.
I hate this country.
चलो
हिंदुस्तान चले
That great mind is
चलो
thinking.
तो हिंदुस्तान चले तुम चलो तो
He has learned the civic sense,
तुम चलो तो हिंदुस्तान
laws of physics, mathematics, humanity. Now he is ready to apply cooperation, putting his best possible. All are surprised. The brainstorming for others. Leadership, cooperation is getting. All are following him. He is a trend setter, not a trend follower.
और चलो पकड़ के चलो फलक पकड़ के उठो और हवा पकड़ के चलो फलक पकड़ के उठो
Even the senior citizens are helping. Beyond caste, color, creed.
हिंदुस्तान चले तुम चलो तो
And the problem is solved. He made the impossible things possible.
हिंदुस्तान चले तुम चलो तो हिंदुस्तान चले
He is that product of a curriculum which is rationalized. Now they will welcome. He is that leader of a school whose curriculum is rationalized. We have to think from that point of view. The 5 most important competencies that the research suggests principals should focus for their professional learning for rationalizing the curriculum. First, capacity refers to working with others to help to ensure the goals are strategic, specific, measurable, attainable, and result oriented. That is SMART. So, the rationalization of curriculum should be strategic, specific, measurable, attainable, result oriented, and time bound. The next point in that is aligning resources with priorities. Aligning resources with priorities. Promoting the collaboration learning culture. Collaborative learning culture is the quality of the pedagogical leader which will help to rationalize the curriculum in a better way. Using data. Now every school has a different data. It varies from class to class, subject to subject. So that rationalization happened with that particular data. It will not be uniform. Engaging in courageous conversations. Lot of discussion to be happened with the senior leadership team, with the middle level leadership team, with the HODs, with the supervisors, with the students. For what purpose? Developing the ambitious learners, preparing learners for their higher education. The rationalizing of your curriculum deals with this also. Time for a revaluation. What is that reform is? To improve the existing system which is not working. What is the revaluation? Transform, sweep aside the old and replace with new. Educate the whole child. What to educate? Character education, future fit education, localize, appropriatize and personalize the curriculum. So rationalizing curriculum should be appropriate, should be personalized, should be future fit, should fulfill the need and requirement of a character, and it should fulfill the need of localized area also. CBSE will give the guideline only for 10th and 12th, and similar things we have to follow for 9th and 11th. But what about KG to 8? So all the localized conditions, all the character building aspects has to be taken into consideration while rationalizing the curriculum. The 4 purposes of learning has to be considered. One is ambitious and capable, ethical and informed, creative and enterprising, healthy and confident. Now, who should be the ambitious and capable? Teachers, parents, students, principal, or the school owner? You can write in the chat box. Who should be the ambitious and capable? The research says the curriculum should be rationalized in such a manner that learners are ambitious and capable. So capacity building of the learners has to be ensured. Ethical and informed citizens, stakeholders should be informed ethically. Creative and enterprising contributors, all the teachers should be creative and enterprising. Confident and healthy mindset individuals. Then only the mission of a school is satisfied, curriculum is designed, and school culture is improved as a learning culture, and the lessons will become a future fit. The place of subjects. See, curriculum is entirely different from the subjects. Again, this is another misconception. Curriculum and syllabi, both are the different things. Rationalizing the curriculum doesn't mean that we should reduce the syllabus. We should reduce the subject. No, not at all. So what is that? Purpose driven. Your curriculum rationalization should be purpose driven, not the subject focused. You should not do like that. Mathematics is very hard, so reduce the mathematics portion by 40% and increase the language portion by 20% because they score very good marks in English, particularly in Kerala. So it should not be like that. It should be purpose driven. CBLOS, not the subject silos. Competency based learning, outcomes based. Competency based learning outcome should be on the top priority while rationalizing the curriculum. One holistic curriculum. It should be one, it should be united. And disciplinary lenses. It should have that sort of eyes, that curriculum should have that sort of eyes that discipline is maintained. Provider of essential knowledge and skills. It should not only provide the skills or it should not only provide the knowledge. It should provide both knowledge and skills. Fulfiller of the purpose of the learning. Already we have seen the purpose of the learning. So your rationalization of curriculum should fulfill the purpose of the learning. Designing a purpose-led curriculum. Purpose-led curriculum. School level, which characteristics do our learner need to focus on developing first and then what? Where we are, where we want to go, what is our first priority? Suppose that your 8th standard students are not at all doing well in the mathematics, but they are doing very good in science, very good in languages, then the rationalization of curriculum should be what? The science and the languages should be rationalize utilizing the mathematical aspect. What is that? Logical consistency. So science curriculum should be logically consistent. English curriculum should be logically consistent. Then the logical consistency will be enhanced and your problem will be solved. What are those various aspects? Ongoing development of informed and capable. What is that ongoing development? The first phase is you should be confident. The second phase is you should be ambitious. First, the principal as a pedagogical leader should be confident. He should be ambitious. Third, should be creative. Fourth, should be ethical and healthy. Fifth, should be enterprising. Then only at the class level things will happen. Now classroom level, we have seen this at the school level. The pedagogical leader has to be confident, ambitious, creative, ethical, and enterprising. At the classroom level, topic, what does the NEP 2020 says the kids need to know? What the child need to know? It is not like that which is already known to the child, we are repeating the same aspect. So planning of learning for rationalizing the curriculum at the classroom level, the first stage is we have to focus on what the kids need to know. Second one is skills. What subject specific skills should they also learn? Like in mathematics, they should not learn only the operations. They should understand the logical consistency, logical sequencing. In the science, they should understand the scientific temperament. In the language, they should be focusing on the linguistic depth. In the social science, social values. Activity. What cool stuff have I got that will engage them? See, the curriculum should be rationalized in such a manner that engagement of the students should be ensured. Engagement of the students will be ensured by making them busy. See, the clear concept is you make the student busy, otherwise they will make you busy by creating indisciplined activities. So your learning activities should be in such a manner that they are engaged, they are busy. Fourth point is assessment. How can I prove that they have made the progress? They have made the progress. Assessment should be progressive. It should not be percentage wise. A child can increase the percentage, but progress will not be there. Competencies will not be enhanced. So the rationalization of your curriculum in such a manner that the child or the learners are progressing in their thought process, in their skill, in their knowledge, in their application level. That is the classroom level. Why does it matter? Why the curriculum rationalization is matter? Because it has a future fit element. Number two, what actually matters? Competency based learning outcomes aspects, whether they are becoming competent enough or not. How does it matter? Subject specific context and skills, not only the knowledge, not only the skill, but both together. How do I make it matter? Pedagogy and resources. The resources, the school should be rich in resources and lots of pedagogy should be there. Did it matter? Assessment, assessment and assessment, but it should be the fruitful one. transforming curriculum and pedagogical structure. We all are aware of that thing. What is that? 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. First 5, in which pre-primary, LKG, UKG, grade 1 and grade 2. Then 3 to 5. Then 6 to 8. And then 4 to 12. So 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. Already CBSE has decided there will be assessment for 3rd, 5th and 8th. It is not like that only 10th and 12th. 3rd, 5th and 8th. And it is starting from the next session itself. Some pilot schools have been identified. They will be doing. It doesn't mean that it will be an examination like CBSE is conducting for 10th and 12th. No, not at all. Examination will be school based. But yes, the question paper guidelines and the question paper and the blueprint and the answer script and the guidelines for evaluation will come from the CBSE. You as a pedagogical leader has to train the teachers, and then they will be creating the curriculum. They will be assessing the answer scripts and putting the marks, and CBSE is deciding on that. So that will be the nature of the 3rd, 5th and 8th examination. Term wise, having class end test, periodic test, term test. 10th and 12th, circular number 51, 53, 55 and 57 already I have put in the chat box. In that you have to particularly apply these concepts: multi-facet framework, school preparation model, research based, pedagogical based. Early childhood education in the formative years, that 5 years. We have to train them for the logical thinking and problem solving, art and craft and music, relationship with nature. We should be nature friendly. Colors, shapes, alphabets and numbers. Grade 1 and 2. The curriculum is what? Color, shapes, alphabets and numbers, and relationship with the nature. Following the inclusion of art and craft and music. For what purpose? To make the child logical thinker and problem solver. By what means? Teamwork, play-based, discovery-based learning, etiquettes, behavior, and emotional development. See, these are the aspects of rationalized curriculum. A child in the formative years should have the good etiquettes, desirable behavior, and acceptable emotional. Should know the color, shapes, alphabets, and numbers, and correlate it with the nature. Should be good at art, craft, and music. Should be a problem thinker, problem solver, and logical thinker. How it will happen? Literacy and numeracy by grade 3 in the mission mode. Rationalized curriculum. What is that? Rationalization is crisping of curriculum. This is the slide I have taken from NEP, which is being accepted by the CBSE. Core essentials. Curriculum in all subjects to be reduced to its core essential. Not the topics are reduced, not the subjects are reduced. Reduced to the core essentials, mean core content, central idea they should know. Critical thinking. Focus on critical thinking, inquiry, discovery, analysis based. Interactive classes. Interactive teaching with reduced dependency on the textbook learning. Reducing dependency on the textbook learning means what? Our curriculum should be in such a manner that there will be a wider scope for case studies, for project-based learning, for research-based learning, for objective type questions, or match the following, double matrix, single matrix, all those things. Experiential learning, fun, joy, creativity, exploratory activities, classroom for experiential learning and deeper student learning. These are the concept of the rationalization of curriculum, and that curriculum is called rationalized curriculum. The focus on learning outcomes, competencies, and subject integration. There was a question whether the art integration is remain. Yes, art integration is there for the next year also, for this year also, and for the coming year also. Art integration in the mathematics, art integration in science, physics, chemistry, everywhere. Competency based education. It is not the percentage, how competent the child is after completion of the grade 3. That is important. Integration of subjects. Inclusion. Physics is taught following the concept of bio. Science is taught following the concept of geography. No silos. Curricular, co-curricular and extracurricular activities, there should not be a watertight compartment. Academic and occasional, there should not be a watertight compartment. Humanities and science should not be a different parts. It should be a inclusive one. Emphasis on digital literacy, coding, artificial intelligence. So these are the aspects of the rationalization of the curriculum. Mental and physical health and well-being, that is a part of the rationalized curriculum. Health checkup should be mentioned in your curriculum. First term, what health checkup we are going to do. Eye checkup, teeth checkup, weight, their height, what? Reduce weight of school bags. Mandatory skills. Hiring the counselors. Counselors should be there. Focus on children with disabilities. What are the pedagogies for rationalizing the curriculum? We have already discussed that thing, but still I'm repeating the same. Learning, experiential learning, integrated pedagogy. Now, integrated pedagogy is what? Art, sports, storytelling, ICT, all should be integrated in your pedagogy. So that inclusion should be there. Not only the arts and music, but the sports and particularly the storytelling up to grade 8. Bagless days should be a part of your rationalized curriculum. You have to decide whether 3 days, whether 5 days, whether 1 week. Bagless days doesn't mean that they will come without the bag and they will move here and there. No. Those days they will do some internship. So that has to be decided and put into your curriculum planning. The future of the curriculum rationalization should be based on computational thinking, mathematical thinking and problem solving, including contemporary subjects in the schools. Contemporary subjects, what are those? Artificial intelligence, design thinking, holistic health, organic living, environmental education, global citizen education. Any one of this should be there in the school. Then only your curriculum is said to be rationalized. Rationalization of curriculum doesn't mean that you will reduce the subjects, not at all. Rather than you have to increase the subjects. Empowering teachers, how they should be trained to use the technology. So technology based CPDs, career growth CPDs, CPDs based on the NEP, CPDs based on the leadership, teachers professional development, your curriculum is set rationalized when each and every teacher of yours complete the 50 hours of continuous professional development in a year. So in your curriculum, this 50 hours should be mentioned when you are going to give the training to the teachers for 50 hours CPD, and that is by the CBSE, not the internal trainings. School leadership, at least 50 hours of CPD to the teachers. CPD opportunities will in particular systematically cover the latest pedagogies, necessary facilities for the initial professional preparation of the educators. So these are the concepts. Key focus areas. Parak, CBSE is doing that thing. So I will not discuss much more about the Parak because they are planning up that one. Support for gifted students. The gifted student should be further challenged. If you are not challenging the gifted student, what will happen? They will be the overconfident and they will become a problem creator. So they should be challenged accordingly. It comes under your lesson planning. Differentiated lessons should have been given more focus on the gifted student. So the rationalization of curriculum deals with what is your plan for the gifted students, what is your plan for the able students, and what is your plan for the lower able students, and what's the plan for the students who need the help without branding the student. More able, less able, and students with support. These are the categories suggested by NEP and CBSE. Not the above average and below average and poor, not at all. So your rationalization of curriculum, every class teacher, every subject teacher should have this separation of the students, and that should be every month, that should be reviewed. Means it will keep on changing, it will not remain same. Rather than in our school, we are doing it fortnightly. And it is very much possible. In my school, we have 11,000 students, but still we are doing it and it is nicely happening. Because the class teachers and the subject teachers are trained for that. Online and digital education, pilot studies, blended learning, flipped classroom and hybridized classroom. Which lesson you will be blending, which class you will be flipping, and which material you are providing for the hybridized learning, that has to be planned, and that should be in your rationalization of the curriculum. This is the pedagogical will. Art integration, yes, art integration should be there. Music, dance, all those concepts should be taken into consideration. World Economic Forum research-based data says 50 trillions jobs will be waiting in 2030 and over 2 billion jobs will be impacted. This 50 trillion jobs will be created based on artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, X factor of reality. X factor means augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality. So your curriculum should have some essence of artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, augmented reality or virtual reality. Then your curriculum is called rationalized curriculum. If this rational are not there, your curriculum is not the rationalized one. For what we are doing the rationalization? For the futuristic education. What is that futuristic education? Understand with this small piece of a video clip. What is the future of education with respect to rationalization of curriculum?
What does the future hold for education? In 5 years? 10? What will learning be like for students, and how will teachers instruct? And what role will security and IT operations play in keeping critical functions online and facilities and data secure? Today,
Yes.
the learning experience is already extending beyond the classroom.
Sir,
Soon, on-demand and more personalized learning will make it even easier for students to fit school into their own schedules and learn in the way that best suits them. Finishing a course will be based on the knowledge you've acquired, not a specific date. Augmented reality, digital images superimposed on live content, and virtual reality, an artificial 3D environment, are some of the hottest technologies today. In education, they can allow students to visit monuments, explore Mars, and even travel back in time. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is the ability for computerized machines to mimic human thought processes. It could make it possible to personalize the delivery of information and assessments to an individual. It could also shift the role of the teacher to that of a facilitator, supplementing the AI lessons and helping struggling students. And for academic research and discoveries, AI could help break through boundaries we can't even conceive right now. Everything you do today and tomorrow, from capturing lessons to enhancing research capabilities with AI, depends on a strong IT infrastructure foundation. All your systems, network, mobility, collaboration, security, data center, need to work together seamlessly to
That is
support the
rationalization.
changing landscape of education. And Cisco can help.
Pedagogical approaches and strategies for rationalizing the curriculum. Differentiated instruction, we have already discussed. More able, less able. Students need help, support. Open-ended instructions. Now, a complete day is required for what is open-ended and close-ended, but you understand that thing, you know that thing very well. Open-ended instruction, group instruction, cooperative learning, experiential learning, discovery learning, interdisciplinary learning, peer teaching, case-based learning, and inquiry-based learning. These are the various components which has to be added in your rationalization of curriculum. What sort of differentiated instructions you are going to use? Open-ended instructions you are going to use. In what area experiential learning will happen? In what area peer teaching will happen? In the curriculum, you have to decide the topics well in advance while doing the lesson planning. These topics will be taught by the peer group. Case-based learning, case studies should be planned. Inquiry-based learning, some inquiry-based aspects should be taken into consideration. 4 buckets of virtual school. Content should be crisp, and then it should be collaborate. That collaboration will bring the change. It should be curate, and finally you have to create. For all those things, different aspects are there. Curriculum and digital pedagogies, along with capacity building, critical and creative thinking, should go along just like a jigsaw. So when that jigsaw is completed, your curriculum is rationalized. You should follow the RACE model. CBSE suggests the RACE model. What is that? Resources, activity, evaluation, and support. Resources, in that resources, learning objective, multimedia material, article, tools, real-time teaching and textbooks. In activities, inquiry-based, problem, project, collaborative, research-based. Evaluation, portfolios. Rationalization of curriculum means each and every child's portfolio should be created. That is far most important thing. In that portfolio, you have to put the anecdotes of the child, each and every child's various anecdotes, success, failures, behavior, going out of the box or throwing the box out, whatever be. online presentation and reports. Support F&Q. For everything, the teacher, the principal, the vice principal, the headmaster or headmistress has to create the F&Qs. You might have seen for the 10th and 12th standard result preparation, the exam controller, Honorable Dr. Sayam Bharadwaj, has created so many FNQs, and that FNQs makes us confident to create the or to develop or to put the result on the portal. So we should also do that thing. That is also important part of the rationalization of a curriculum. Forums, social networking. Yes, every classroom should have a WhatsApp group, and that sort of networking will help. Email, chat and others, synchronization of tools. This is the race model. Flipped classroom. Now how it should go. Before the classroom, first stage, second stage, third step. Face-to-face classroom, first step, second step, third step. Online project based, that is out of the classroom. So there are three activities: before the classroom, within the classroom, and after the classroom. Whether it is face to face, whether it is online, all these steps are important. You can take the photograph of this, or I will share this. So flipped classroom model, this is the globally accepted model. What are those three steps before the classroom? What are the another three steps when the students are face to face or sitting on the Zoom session and doing that thing? And then after completing that task, what they should do after the classroom. That is indicating the rationalized curriculum aspects. The Scamper model, it is very important. Scamper model, substitute, S for substitute. This is very helpful for rationalizing the curriculum. What would happen to the task if we exchange X with Y? If you substitute teaching of mathematics utilizing the scientific temperament, substitute. Next is combine. The rationalization of curriculum is Scamper, substitute, combine. What would happen to the task if we combine X and Y? If a maths teacher teach maths and science together from 6 to 8, adopt, A for adopt. What changes would need to be made to adapt this task to a different context? Modify. What could we modify to create more value on this task? Task means lesson plan, task means any subject, task means any module. P stands for put to another use. What other uses or applications might this task have? Others also should use that thing and give their outputs. Eliminate. Yes, that elimination is the crisping. What would we remove from the task to simplify it, not to complicate it, to simplify it? And finally, the reserve. How would you recognize this task to make it more effective? That should be reserved, more effective. And for all these, there are a lot of ICT tools for faculty is required. So when you are crisping your core content, you should support the teachers. You should provide them the ICT tools. Which are those ICT tools? I am covering a little bit on that. It's a huge, but these are the globally accepted ICT tools which will help to crisp the core content and to give the delivery of the knowledge and skills effectively. Which are those? Yes, for video conferencing, every pedagogical leader should provide to the teacher either Zoom or Google Meet or Cisco WebEx or Skype or GoToMeeting or Geo Meeting or Microsoft Teams. It should be there. This is also a part of rationalizing the curriculum. Second, productivity tools. Google Docs, Edpuzzles, Educreation, Slido Poll. These are the productive tools. Do you have any of this in your school? If it is not, you have not rationalized the process of curriculum. Next is presentation tools. Prezi, ClearSight, video, not video, Video, SlideBean, Canva, Google Slides, Powtoon. Any one should be there for presentation tools. Online whiteboards. You should have whiteboard, Jamboard by Google, Ziteboard, Concept board, or the microboard. If you are not having, you cannot rationalize your curriculum, because crisping will happen when time is saved, and for saving the time you have to use these digitools. Video editing, because lot of videos has to be shown. So for video editing, either Moovly, VVideo, Animoto, Prezi Video, Loom Recorder, or OBS. Any one should be there. Quizzes, because without quizzing, we have used Mentimeter. Without quizzing, things will not go ahead. So Quizalize, Kahoot is very good. Quizlet, Mentimeter, Jeopardy Labs, and Nearpod. In our school, we are using Kahoot, Nearpod, Mentimeter, and Quizalize. Students are doing wonders. Teachers are doing wonders with using these 3-4 tools. Do you have these? If not, please have. Then only the rationalization of curriculum happens. Assessment, Book Widget, Go Formative, EduPlay, Google Forms, Microsoft Forms. See, the Google Forms are more than enough. Microsoft Forms are more than enough. If you have to go to the advanced level, these are the Go Formative. Do the assessment even for the subjective answers also, essay type answers also. The Go Formative is very useful. EducaPlay is very useful. Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams, Moodle. One you should have. Not all, but at least 1 or 2 you should have. We have Microsoft Team, we have Zoom, we have Google Classroom. Now we are planning for the module also. Scanners, teachers should have this. Office Lens, ScanBot, Adopt Scan. Adopt Scan is very good and very user friendly. Vocabulary learning. That vocabulary tools also should be there, otherwise it is very difficult to find out the correct words. So these are word reference, graph words, snappy words. We are using word reference and graph words. Infographics, like I have shown you the infographics, 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and then like that. If you are sketching yourself, it will take hours and it will take weeks to create one lesson plan. If you have Canva, PicoChart, you can do that thing very easily. I did that thing by using Canva. So this infographics should be there. Digital notes, to keep whatever you have done on the notebook, OneNote, Evernote, Google Keep. All those things should be there. Even we can use this Evernote for our personalized use also. I am using. Mind maps. These are the various tools for the mind maps. If we use all those things, what magic will happen to your resources? How your resources will be crisp how your resources will be rationalized, and how you can create the joyful learning. This video you understand with that. These resources, these tools were used to create this sort of videos, and it is within say 5 minutes to 10 minutes, and all 360-degree three-dimensional effects will come. Understand this video. Focus on this video, please. 1 minute. This DigiPen you can attach with the PC, and actually this is not a three-dimensional picture. That stacks is giving the three-dimensional effect. These are those specs. You can have these resources on the Z space. That's all from my side. 90 minutes. And thanks to Mallapuram Central Savodaya initiative of CBSE. The topic was rationalization of a curriculum and role of a pedagogical teacher. Some effort by me. Thank you. And open
Thank you.
question.
Thank you, Pramod sir. Actually, it was a wonderful show. So the platform is open to the participants. You are welcome to share your queries, if any, with Dr. Pramod Magaj. You're welcome. Please, you can enable your videos and have your interaction. Members, you may please enable your videos. All the members, please. Dr. Divya, if any more queries, you can post it. All members, you are welcome.
Please ask as many questions you can, whatever in your mind. You can give your suggestion for the betterment of this presentation.
All members, please.
You can unmute, put your video on, and can.
Abdullah sir, enable other members to unmute themselves.
Sir, already done, sir.
Abdullah sir, you may enable others also to unmute themselves, please.
It's already done, sir. Jeevan sir.
Thank you.
They can
thank you.
unmute. They can unmute, sir.
Participants, you can unmute yourselves and you can raise your questions if any. Panel members, you are welcome to have an interaction with our resource persons.
Good afternoon, Jaiman sir, and our resource person, Dr. Pramod Mahajan sir. Anyway, very glad to see you in this forum, and we have got a very good class from you. And my query, Actually, it is not particularly related to this NEP and all. Anyway, it is related to this NEP. And from your class, we could understand that rationalized curriculum depends upon the leadership quality of the principal and the teachers.
Yes. Yes.
Actually, we have in our schools, not only in Kerala, everywhere there is a panel of teachers or a bunch of teachers. Actually, they didn't get any refreshment courses or training related to this NEP or anything else. Is there any plan for this CBSE or this particular government to give a training, such training, to make these well-equipped trainers or the teachers or the educationalists for the young generation?
Yeah.
That
Very nice question. Very fruitful question. And very nice and what we can say, the remarkable answer from my side. Simply nothing to be done. Go to the CBSE academic unit, training section. It is flooded with the trainings. Best trainers available globally are giving you free of cost training. One segment. Second segment is paid training, 100 rupees Indian rupees, 200 Indian rupees and 400 Indian rupees. There are only 3 components in that. Register yourself, certificate will be generated, and that training will be counted in your 50 hours CPD. Nothing to think, all sort of things are there. Recently, Intel has put that thing. There are 4 hours course. They have put that course, and after 5 minutes, I started doing that thing, and within 2 hours, I have completed. That is Intel awareness about AI, like that. So within 2 hours, you can finish that thing. Certificate is generated, and that will be counted in your CPD. So free training sessions. Go to the CBSE website, www.cbse.nic.in. New website, academic section, training unit, bunch will be there. So please utilize that thing.
These training sessions are planned according to our convenience. So
Our convenient, as per your pace and speed.
Yes, yes. You can.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much, sir.
Welcome.
Father Thomas, please.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Myself,
Good evening.
Father Thomas. So Dr. Pramod Mahajan sir has well explained in a very scholarly manner the whole concept of pedagogical leadership, as well as the concept of rationalization of the curriculum is very clear, well explained. My question here is that during this learning from a distance, using these technologies, how can we implement this concept of learning effectively?
See, sir, concept learning effectively depends on up to what extent you are involving your students in your learning process. If you are involving students, giving them the autonomy and keeping the responsibility on your shoulder, things will happen. Let me tell you one thing. When we are using the Zoom, we inform students, you find out the various ways and various aspects of Zoom. We wanted you to break your class into 5 different sections and submit your assignments by the peer group discussion. We were not knowing about the Zoom break rooms. Within 16 hours, the students have come up with the idea of the Zoom break room. I learned from my students how to break the Zoom room and how to do that thing. And trust me, we are allowing them to do the fighting and musty in that Zoom room. So digitally they are doing, they are singing, they are dancing, they are playing in their particular Zoom room, as well as they are completing their projects just like they are sitting in a one room, and then they are submitting. Recently, we have given one out of the box assignment to a 9th standard students, dividing the class into 5 groups in the Zoom rooms. Topic was the Earth is speaking to the coronavirus. One group has to write one article, another group has to show a role play, third group has to write a poem, fourth group has to sketch one picture, and the fifth group has to write one play on that. Time has been given to them. To my surprise, after 50 minutes, everything was ready. And the information, when I Google that information, I understood that up to what extent the students can go. Size of the coronavirus, weight of the coronavirus, how many coronavirus will be there on the thumb within 50 minutes. Yes, we allowed them to use the internet and all. Beyond that, what effective learning you want? And the students and the teacher was going only from one Zoom room to another Zoom room, another third break room, and seeing that thing, the big minds are working and things happen. So like that we can do. That is one example. Second example, like some parents are telling that students are under stress. Why? So they are not going for outing. We met, I called particularly the KG teachers what to do. They said, sir, we have idea of virtual tours. And the first virtual tour was created in UAE by Sharjah Indian School. The students has been taken to the Sharjah Fish Aquarium by Zoom, only like that. And they were like every website, they have gone to visit, and they have seen each and every fish. And after 2 days, they were saying something about the starfish and the palmfish and whatnot. KG2 students. KG2 students started explaining about the starfish. What was the tool used? Virtual tour. That's all. So we can make the learning effectively. Only what is required is your creativity, your risk-taking aspect. And this is called actually the rationalization. Otherwise, to teach them when the face-to-face things are not there, starfish, variety of fish, life of a fish, it's very difficult. But they understood with that. So whatever we can cover in the school, I asked the KG2 teacher, how much time, sir? We used to take at least 15 periods for this. They did it within 1 day only. So that crisping is happened. Rationalization is happened. Digital concept is what? Virtual tour. That's all. And the students enjoyed. They dress up like they are going for the tour, cap and water bottle and food and all those things. And they did that. So like that we can do it. Only that innovativeness, that creativeness is required. That motivation should go from the pedagogical leader. That is from the principal. Otherwise, if principal starting, no, you should do that thing, and then things will not happen. So that's why the ideal answer for that pedagogical leader is principal has to be a team leader. So that's the input on that, sir. I think this satisfies your query.
Panel member Amina Jahan.
Yes.
You're welcome, please.
Yeah.
Yes, Amina ma'am.
Yeah. Extremely happy, sir, to attend this session, and my coordinators also were here to the in this session, and in this
now give them the authority, otherwise they will create problem for you after this session. Huh?
No, sir. I know that their role is also inevitable.
Yeah.
So we are giving ample space, and
Very
as
good.
you said, we can't stand arm the pillar. Yes, I am, but in collaboration with these coordinators or so-called HMs or vice principal only, we can move this. And also running our institution in this online time. Those schools or principals who are able to manage this pandemic situation in a good way will exist.
Yes.
Am I correct, sir?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So we're extremely happy, and you were patiently describing us each and everything. I gained, and my teachers also. Thank you, Jaimon sir.
Thank you. I will be happy if one of the things is implemented
Ah,
in your school. That will
Yeah.
give me happiness.
exactly. Yes, sir. But
Otherwise, what happens, every day these sessions are going on. People will say, oh, wow, very good, nice, this and that. And, and next day we'll forget all the things.
Yeah.
That should not happen. No, that's a ground reality. We all are on the same page, including myself, but we should apply.
Definitely.
Correct.
Mr. Samath, the panel member, Mr. Samath, you're welcome to have share your opinions. Abdul Samath, some technical issues.
Mhm.
Mr. Jobin Sebastian. Jobin. I'm not particular today how to present, but so one thing I learned definitely from Dr. Mahajan, we have to rationalize ourselves.
Ourselves, yes. That is
Exactly.
the first stage. That is the first stage. We do that thing in the last. That is the problem. Why
Yes,
the
sure.
rationalization is not happening? You took that particular point, We have to rest at ourselves.
Yes, yes. Then
And
only
that
the syllabus
That is not
will be
easy, but
rationalized.
that is not easy.
Yes, yes,
That is very tough.
And I feel, sir, actually, I too have the same problem. The students are highly advanced than the
Yeah.
teachers
Yes, yes.
technologically. Okay.
That is there.
Jaimon sir.
Yes, Sunila madam, you are welcome, please.
Good evening, Pramod sir.
Good evening,
Jaimon
ma'am.
sir and all. I have got a question to you, sir. Now your
Please.
class, let me appreciate your class. It was wonderful
Mhm.
and very nicely taken and very clearly understood. So now my question is, as you have mentioned over here regarding the anecdotal record.
Yes,
Course.
yes.
Total record. So based upon that only, I have to ask my question.
Please.
So in your school, kindly share, sir. In your school, how you are maintaining? I was thinking of maintaining in a
Yeah,
soft
yeah.
copy
What
manner.
what we are
Is it
maintaining?
possible? How is
Yeah. What we are maintaining. See, every day we have 6 classes online.
okay?
So
sir.
weekly
Yeah.
it will be 30 classes. So in a particular class, 30 teachers are going. So we have informed them in your class, your 30 teachers are going in a particular class. There are 30 students in that class. Every student at least devote 5 minutes within that particular week to find out 3 things. One is the best thing done by the student. Another thing, something wrong he has done or she has done. And the third one is one thing in which if the child is helped, will go to the next step. And then a bunch of anecdotes are created. So if we do that thing, I think it will be wonderful and that portfolio will be good.
Are you keeping soft copies? I'm asking you.
Yeah,
that, sir.
only the soft copies. Only the soft copies, not the hard copies.
And are you changing, like, year by year, this particular?
Yes, year
anecdote?
by year. Class teachers are maintaining that thing and they are handing over to the next
We
class
were
teacher.
maintaining. Now we have to switch on. So that's what I'm asking you.
Yeah. We have to hand over that thing to the next class teacher like that.
So based on that understood incidents only, based on
Yeah.
incidents.
Based on incident only. Based on incident, but it should not be the personalized. It should be the generalized.
Yeah, generalized only, like not necessary that that particular, like, maybe possible that sometimes it will be there, sometimes it will not be.
It will not be there. Yes, definitely. It will not be there.
Upon the highlight of the incident, right?
Yes,
sir?
yes. But the thing is, within that week, all the teachers, all the students should be involved in that process. At least one or two anecdotes should be there for each and every child.
Oh, that's compulsory.
That is, see, otherwise it will not be the uniform. So that we are making, but every day one child will not do something. Maybe in that week, whatever that child has done, that's all.
Done by the child only. We need to express there, no, right?
Yeah,
sir?
no, childs are, see, they are active, they are doing it. They are committing mistakes, they are doing something good. They are creating some problems. Sometimes they are showing the leadership, they are doing it. We have to observe.
Correct. So subject teachers as well as the class teachers.
Class teachers, yeah. Subject teachers are playing the vital role. Class teacher is only combining it. And then because class teacher knows that child nicely, So class teacher can say that thing to the subject teacher, you know, up to some extent, I don't agree with this. Kindly reconfirm. Sometimes it happens.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the final verdict is given by the class teacher.
Maybe they are discussing, like the
Yeah,
subject.
they discuss.
An incident happened and the subject.
Yeah.
With the
They do
class
that.
they're
Yeah.
discussing. Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Most welcome. Anybody else? So shall we wind up, sir? Otherwise,
Sir, we will wind up within 2 minutes. Anish
Yeah.
Kumar, sir, the secretary of the Sahodaya, please. Anish Kumar, sir, please.
Yes, sir. Very good evening. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good evening.
Pramod Mahajan, sir, it was a very wonderful session.
Thank you.
So, with the entire team of Malappuram Central Sahodaya is very happy today because around we started our class at 2 o'clock and now 3:45, around 3:50. So, the last around 2 hours, you are discussing and you are expressing your views on the curriculum revisions and all. So, anyway, it was very wonderful session. As our Sunita ma'am told, the anecdotal record, the type of different records we have to keep and maintain. I hope each and every members, those who are attending this session, they got it very clearly. On behalf of this, we are very happy today. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And one thing, let me tell you, I have
Yes.
rationalized my presentation based on your answers. The 3 questions answer, whatever answers have come, I have reduced some slides, I have added some slide taking into that. So on the spot rationalization I have done.
We don't mind if you are ready to share that PPT.
Yeah, why not? Why not? I will share to Dr. Jayamohan sir, and then we'll do that thing. See, sharing PPT is not a problem for me at all.
Sign will share.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
But with one promise, that PPT will run for your teachers and something should be taken from that.
Yes, definitely, sir, definitely.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Sahodaya President, Mr. Naufal Putenbedekel, you are welcome, sir, please.
Thank you, sir. Actually, I'm on my way home, so I extend my sincere thanks to Jayamohan sir for bringing such a wonderful faculty here today for us. He has nicely presented the things in detail, and happy to learn from a global educational leader having profound experience in educational sector for past many years. I think he's such a wonderful person. I had been watching him from some other platform earlier with the CBSE platform and all. So today we got the person here for us, and I think we truly benefited. And I may just add, Sir Mahajan sir, I think when we record the anecdotes, we could record the positives as well, right? Not only the
crisping, more positive and less negative. There should be a, what we can say, sandwiching, 2 good things and 1 bad thing in between, like that.
Yes, and there is a notion, there is a feeling among some of the people that anecdote means the things, the mistakes committed by the students.
No, not at all. It should be the sandwiching, 2 good things and 1 little bit, like that.
Yes, that's it. That's what I wanted to add and get notified from your part also. So thank you on behalf of Malappuram Central Sahodaya, and we'll be always indebted to you for conducting this kind of a wonderful session. Thank you very much. Thank you from Mahajan sir and Jayamohan sir.
Thank you. My pleasure. And experience is nothing. So many years we have committed a lot of blunders, and not repeating, that is our experience, nothing else.
Yes,
that's nice, very kind of you.
Dear educators, I remember I recollect the word scamper from Dr. Mahajan. So go deeper into the word scamper and we can utilize it in our real classroom situation. So with all your permission, let us wind up. And Pramod Mahajan, thank you so much from the God's own country, Kerala. And we will keep the association hereafter. Okay.
Sure. Will be my pleasure. Thank you.
Abdullah sir, you can close the meeting.
Okay, sir.